Hi, I'm Sim Smith and this is my Keep Calm and Bake series. In this episode we're going to be making a custard tart. To start with, we're going to make the pastry base. To do this, sift some flour into a bowl and add a pinch of salt. Then add the lard, and you'll also need to add some butter too, and make it into breadcrumbs with your fingers. Once it's come together, add a little bit of water, not the whole lot, just a bit at a time, and bring together with a knife. And after that, you can get your hands involved and form it into a ball. Once it's come together in a ball and the sides of the bowl are clean, it just needs to be popped into a cellophane bag or some cling film and put in the fridge for half an hour. After 30 minutes, the dough should be sufficiently chilled. Then all you need to do is place some flour on a surface and use your rolling pin to roll the dough out. It needs to be quite thin. After that, use your rolling pin to lift the dough into the dish and tear off a small piece of dough, which will enable you to push it right into the edges. Once you're done, trim off the excess with a sharp knife, and then you need to prick the base with a fork, and this will stop it from rising in the oven. Brush with some beaten egg, and then it's ready to go in. You need to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Now it's time to make the custard, which is my favourite bit. We've got some single cream simmering on the hob here, and it just needs to get to the stage where it's starting to bubble. And over here I've got some eggs and also some caster sugar, and you just need to mix those in together. And you want to mix them quite slowly because you don't want many bubbles in the mixture, because if you do get bubbles you're going to end up with quite a lumpy custard. So mix it in really gently, and then we're going to pour the cream over the top. If you'd like to see some more information on this recipe or an ingredients list, just check out the description box. The cream's now coming up to a simmer, so all you need to do is pour it carefully into the egg and sugar mixture. And it'll be hot, so be careful. And again, you don't really want many bubbles, so you need to pour it quite slowly. So mix it really slowly and try and get all the egg mixture at the bottom to mix into the cream. And while you're doing that, add the vanilla in, which will give it a really lovely sweet taste. And then I'm going to add half the nutmeg in. Now I use nutmeg because it's traditional and also I love the flavour of it. But you can use chocolate if you don't like nutmeg, or if you really want to go for it, you can use chocolate and nutmeg together. So that's it. The custard is nicely spiced, and now it's time to pour it into our case. The case is now out of the oven and it's looking amazing. It's golden brown and it smells delicious too. All that's left to do is to put the cream mixture in. Now pour it in quite carefully. So fill it right to the top. Try and not have any overspill. There we go. And top it with some nutmeg. If you like this recipe and you'd like to see more, click on the subscribe button. And don't be shy, feel free to leave your comments too. Okay, the nutmeg's now on top and it just needs to be put in the oven for another 30 minutes. The custard tart's out of the oven now, and the way to check that it's ready is if you just put your finger on the top. If it's springy to the touch, then it's done. So that's us finished with this, and we hope to see you again soon.